Hello students, already we saw the fundamental unit of life part 1. Now we are going to see part 2. Under this the following subtopics are there: cell wall, plasmolysis, protoplasm, nucleus and nucleolus, cytoplasm, prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell, then cell organelles. We can see one after the other. Cell wall. In plant cells, in addition to the plasma membrane, there is another rigid outer covering called cell wall. So cell wall is the outer layer present only in plant cell. It is not found in animal cell. It lies outside the plasma membrane. In plant cell, cell wall is mainly composed of cellulose. Cell wall is non-living. Then functions of cell wall. It gives shape to the cell, then giving rigidity to the cell, that is strong, mechanical strength to the cell, support the internal structure of the cell, protects the cell from osmotic bursting, helps in expansion of cells. Cell wall is found only in plant cell, not found in animal cell. Plasmolysis. What is plasmolysis? When a living plant cell loses water through osmosis, then there is shrinkage or contraction of the content of the cell away from the cell wall. When water from the cell moves outside, then there is shrinkage or contraction of the content of the cell away from the cell wall. This phenomena is called plasmolysis. Even you can see in this diagram, see here the plasma membrane is close to the cell wall. The outer one is cell wall, this is plasma membrane. But here you can see the plasma membrane is moved or inside, that is away from the cell wall. Cell wall is here, the plasma membrane is here. So this is only known as plasmolysis. Protoplasm. Protoplasm discovered by whom? Purkinje. What is protoplasm? All living components of a cell is protoplasm. Inside the plasma membrane, whatever living components, that is only protoplasm. It is clear, colorless, or slightly translucent, jelly-like, viscous, semi-fluid substance. It can be distinguished into a centrally located nucleus and cytoplasm. Nucleus is the prominent structure of the cell, largest structure also. It only controls all the parts of the cell. Generally, one nucleus is present in each cell. Then mostly it is present in the center in younger cell. Then in plant cell means is pushed towards the periphery, that is towards one side. In animal cell means it is present in the center. It governs the cell. That is why it is called a controlling center of the cell or governor of the cell. It is bounded by double layer membrane, nuclear membrane, that is in between it has pore, that is called a nuclear pore. Through that pore, entry and exit of materials inside and outside the nucleus takes place. Yes, important parts of nucleus: nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, chromatin network and nucleolus. See this diagram. This is nucleolus, that is inside the nucleus, nucleolus. This is fiber-like structures are called chromatin reticulum. The nucleus is covered by a nuclear membrane. You can see that. See here, it is very clear. This is a cell. All these are organelles. This is actually cytoplasm. This inside this nucleus, what is present? Nucleoplasm. Then in the center of the nucleus, nucleolus. The fiber-like structures are called chromatin network. Yes, nuclear membrane. It is a double layer membrane and separate the nucleoplasm from cytoplasm. The material which is found in between nuclear membrane and plasma membrane is known as cytoplasm. In nuclear membrane, number of pores are there. It helps in exchange of material between the nucleus and cytoplasm. Then it disappears during cell division. Okay, nucleus disappears during cell division. Then nucleoplasm. Nucleoplasm is what? The substance which is found inside the nuclear membrane, the fluid which is present inside the nucleus. It is otherwise called a karyolymph. It is a gel-like dense substance present within the nucleus. In this, chromatin material and nucleolus are present. Chromatin network or chromatin material. It is the entangled mass of thread-like structures. Already we saw in the diagram. During cell division, it is organized to form chromosomes. Chromosomes are made up of DNA. What is DNA? Deoxyribonucleic acid. And chromosomes are made up of DNA and proteins. DNA is the master molecule and it controls all activities of the cell. Functional segment of DNA are called genes. So, chromatin reticulum, chromosomes are found. In the chromosomes, DNA. Inside the DNA, genes are found. Genes control the characters. It only transmits the characters from parents to the offspring. On one chromosome, many genes are present. Chromosomes are considered as hereditary unit or hereditary vehicle as it transfers characters from parents to offspring. Nucleolus. It is a spherical or oval body present within the nucleus. It is generally bigger in size in those cells which are actively concerned with protein synthesis. It is more prominent in non-dividing cells. It contains large amounts of RNA and protein and less amount of DNA. Then functions of nucleus. It helps in maintenance of cell, helps in cell division, then needed for inheritance of characters from parents to the offspring. It controls various cytoplasmic activities. Cytoplasm. Already we saw the fluid which is present inside the cell but outside the nucleus is called cytoplasm. Larger region of each cell enclosed by a cell membrane. It is transparent, semi-solid ground substances in which various cell organelles are present. Water is the main component of cytoplasm in which fat, protein, carbohydrate and various organic substances are also found in it. It acts as a site of chemical reactions like glycolysis. What is glycolysis? See, lysis means breakdown, glyco, that is glycogen. What is glycogen? Whatever we are eating, the excess amount of food material stored in the form of a glycogen only. We have storeroom in our house. Like that way, in our body, everything converted and stored in the form of glycogen, mostly in liver. Whenever we are in need of energy, it is broken down and release energy. Okay. So it acts as a site of chemical reactions like glycolysis. Then cytoplasm takes very little stain. Yes, the differences between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Already we saw the structure of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Pro, that refers to preliminary or not well developed. Karyo, that is nucleus. So nucleus is not well defined. But eukaryotic, the nucleus is well defined. Yes, now we can see the differences. Size, generally smaller in size, that is 1 to 10 micrometer. Eukaryotic cell is larger in size, 5 to 100 micrometer. Nuclear region is not well defined, not surrounded by a nuclear membrane and known as nucleoid. That is very important. But in eukaryotic cell, nucleus is well defined and surrounded by a nuclear membrane. Chromosomes are single and circular in shape. Here more than one and linear in shape. Here the membrane bound organelles are not present in prokaryotic cell. In eukaryotic cell, membrane bound organelles are found or present. Then in prokaryotic cell, simple fission only takes place. That is by dividing, a mitosis process. But in eukaryotic cell, the cell division is mitosis and meiosis. Then in prokaryotic cell, true nucleus is absent, but in eukaryotic cell, true nucleus is present. Then in prokaryotic cell, the ribosomes are smaller in size and randomly scattered in cytoplasm, but in eukaryotic cell, bigger in size and attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. If the ribosome is attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, that is called RER, rough endoplasmic reticulum, or sometimes it may be freely present in cytoplasm also. Ribosomes are very useful for synthesis of protein. For prokaryotic cell, best example is bacteria and blue-green algae. For eukaryotic cell, fungi, plants and animals. Yes, you can see the diagram of prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. See, in prokaryotic cell, the nucleus is not well developed. So we can say that is a nucleoid region. But here the nucleus is well developed. So that is the main difference. Okay, here you can see the cell organelles, many organelles. See, this is a Golgi complex, then endoplasmic reticulum, then mitochondria. But here the cell organelles are not well developed, but only ribosomes, okay, little present. This is the main difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic. The size is also here 1 to 10, but here 10 to 100 micrometer. Cell organelle. The membrane-bound structures present in the cytoplasm are called cell organelles. See this diagram. This is a plasma membrane. Then this is a nucleus. In between these two, what is present? Cytoplasm. In that, see, this is mitochondria. Like that way, the cell organelles are found. Not only mitochondria, chloroplast, nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, the structures which are not bounded by membranes are called cell inclusions. That is ribosomes and centrioles.